Alright folks, we're back in the Woodsty. This is a little bit different one. The town I live in annually does a yard sale weekend. And I dropped by at a yard sale and found these two chisels, gouges. And they look like they were in pretty poor condition. But when I was looking at them, it seemed like they might be quality steel. I don't know. But the good news is I paid $1 for each of these, so you can't complain about that price. So my thought was maybe I'll try and clean these up and see if this is a treasure or if it's just $1's worth of trash. I don't know if I'm going to keep the little cute wooden handle on this one or if I'm going to remove it and make my own. But it is a nice little handle. It looks like it might be a DIY sort of thing. So that's kind of fun. It looks like it's hand carved. So I might just sand it up and throw some linseed oil on it. But I think we'll start with this one. We'll see if we can take some of this rust off and find out what is going on inside this thing.
Hello again, and welcome back. This week in the Woodsty, old Zed is at it again. If the last 400 or so videos have not shown you anything else, they have definitely shown you all that Zed is cheap. Have you ever seen him spend a dime on wood? How many tools has he made from old found steel or cheap drill bits? Today's project fits right into this approach to turning. These two chisels were just rusting away. Nobody was going to buy them, and the person selling them was probably going to throw them away at the end of the day. Usually cheapness is not something to be proud of. But every once in a while it pays off. For example, did you know that copper wire was invented when Zed and his brother fought over a penny? In today's video, Zed will discover that one of these chisels is actually very old. It dates to sometime between 1850 and 1890 and was made by the S.J. Addis Company in England. So that quaint DIY hand-carved handle that Zed mentioned, was hand-carved after all. And it was potentially hand-carved by Mr. Addis in 1850. Enjoy the video as Zed breathes new life into these old misused tools.
Guys can read that, but it does say made in the USA in there. That's the only other writing I'm seeing so far. That turned out alright. I still need to redo the edge here. It's got a little pitting on it. And then we'll make a handle for it. Alright, so I sharpened it. I can do a little bit extra work, but I want to get a handle on it. So we're going to put that to the side. It seems like pretty good steel though. Now we'll start on this one. This one says either AJ or BJ Addis. ADDIS, and then it's got a maker's mark next to it. Not sure. Somebody in the comments mentioned, what What am I looking at here? Alright, we got something else on here. Okay, this one's made in England. There's a maker's mark and then it says England. So we got something, I think BJ Addis, made in England. Okay folks, so we're going to make the handle for this made in the USA chisel. Looks like it'll make a pretty good spindle gouge, maybe a roughing gouge, we'll see. It's not really a roughing gouge, but you know what I mean. You'd think I'd know the name of the tools by now. So this is apricot. I think it'll make a nice handle. I'm a little concerned that it's got this curve, so I might have to cut it. I might start with this one. It's a little bigger, but I think I can work down to something. And there's some spalting in here, so I'm excited about that. So I'm gonna go cut this straight, get a piece here, throw it between centers, and let's see what we can do with it. Almost there. So just for fun, I think I might try to make a scaled up version of this handle. Just kind of a slope back with a little divot in an end. Typically this would be like a spindle, smaller chisel. The biggest handle you would do is something like this, and even this might be too big. But that's what I think I'll shoot for, is this shape in this size. it is kind of fun turning with the tool that's going to go in the handle. Obviously this is way bigger than it needs to be, so we'll keep thinning it down. Alright, I'm going to stop using this little handle, this no-handle chisel, because I don't have the control.
ngata sutukung molule salam alaikum ngata sutukung molule salam alaikum sutukung molule sutukung molule sutukung molule ekumbusora idwa jabita sutukung baba dwa bije ngata sutukung molule salam alaikum ngata sutukung molule salam alaikum dunia ya mutanina dunia ya mutanina dunia ya mutanina dunia ya mutanina.
Alright, this is fun. I'm going to go ahead and throw some of the old Axe abrasive paste just to finish off the look of this. And then we'll cut it off and apply the handle.
Esutukung baba dwa bije ngata sutukung molule salam alaikum ngata sutukung molule salam alaikum.
Alright, that was fun. What do you guys think? I got these two gouges. They both hold a real fine edge. Got a nice apricot handle with a little sort of bobble handle at the end. Throw your comments below, and if anyone knows anything about, I don't know if you can read that, BJ Addis, made in England, let me know. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.